Hi, my name is Heather Murphy, and today I will give you a brief introduction on how to use Pazilla.org. Now, this website will help you in your descendancy research. This is particularly useful for those of you who have really full family trees. Your family doesn't have any holes in their line to go way back, or even if there are some holes, it'll show you that as well. For this, you need a FamilySearch account. We'll click in to sign in free at Pazilla, and then you're directed to make your login information for FamilySearch. Now, initially, it will bring up a chart with myself at this point and my generations going back. And it goes back 6 generations on this, and as you can see, it's quite full. There's no broken lines in here. And as we look at this John Pilling, he was born in 1796. So most of these people in this last generation on here for me are going to be born around 1800. And for descendancy research, that's a good place to start, so you get generations that are further back enough for you to research. So you can hover over these names and it will give you brief information about each individual. So for today's purposes, we are going to go to John Pilling. We'll click on him, and then we will say View in Family Tree. It takes us to his screen, and we can see his personal information. But his line and his information has already been researched. So what about all of his descendants? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on Descendants. It brings me up a new chart. This chart, John is in the center, and these circles, the first row represents his children. And it's good to change this to 3 because oftentimes this 4th generation, there's a lot of people that could be still living. So all these people are his children, and you can see here there's a yellow line that is for my direct line. I can follow it to myself, and the pink or red dots are for females, the blue squares are for males. When you see a yellow square next to an individual, that means that they died before the age of 16, and most likely they did not have any children of their own. So what you can do is you can look through here and find someone who does not have lines coming out the other side of them to represent children. So then we can click on that, click on View in Family Tree, and it takes us to his view in FamilySearch. So here we can see they have a christening date and a birth date. Some more information about him. They do not have any death date. They have who he was married to and his marriage date, his parents, and his siblings. So I can start researching him and his wife and find out if they had any children. I can also at the same time go and look at his siblings and see if there's any with deceased for the death date. Oftentimes when you're looking at your family tree, that is a clue that maybe that person needs more research because nobody knows when they died. Nobody knows what happened to them during their life. So those would be good people to start researching to see what you can find out about them. So we go back to Pazilla and we can continue searching out. This person was born in 1826. Your record availability might be not as great as you'd want it to be, so you can go out another generation and find an individual that looks like it might provide some information and click on them, do View in Family Tree, and go look at them. Is there a reason why they don't have any children? Is it documented that they didn't have any children? Or are there some holes that you can find. And so Pozilla is just a really good visual way to see the descendants of your ancestors and to see what individuals might need more research so that you can go from someone's children to their grandchildren and great-grandchildren and make sure that that is as complete as possible.